Hello guys, welcome back, and today we're going to be installing rear speakers into this 2011 Ford Fiesta. Let's get straight into it. So the first thing you've got to do is remove the bottom part of the rear seat. That literally just pops up. You literally put your hand underneath it and pop it out. There's two clips at the back which are a bit fiddly, but if you sort of push it in towards the rear seat and then pull up and then out, it should easily just come out, and then we can put that aside. Now, next thing you want to do is get a trim tool set and remove the two plastic clips which are behind each seat. There's one on the left and one on the right. Then we can go and undo the main seatbelt bolt which is behind the front seats. This is for a three-seater, as otherwise we wouldn't have to be doing all of this. That's the bolt out. Make sure you put it somewhere safe. And then the seatbelt, you just sort of pull back and sort of just unclip. It's sort of twisted in there, as you can see, like that. And then we can just put that aside. And then, using another trim tool, we can remove this little cover which has 3 screws in it. Now we need to take this top rear panel off so we can access this panel where the seatbelt comes out of, because then we can pull out the main panel which exposes the speaker. Make sure you keep the screws safe. Now we can go and pull out the seatbelt panel. Just move that somewhere out the way, and then just with the clips you can just pull and you can access the rear speaker. Now I'm going to start off by putting some sound deadening in the back to stop any vibrations. We don't want it sounding horrible when there's music playing, especially bass. So I put a nice bit of foam. You can get this fairly cheap on eBay for about a tenner, and that just sticks inside. Then somewhere near the speaker you'll find a tie-wrapped harness. Just cut the end off of that and run a wire. I've ran 2 because I'm going to use a line output converter for something else, just for a sub. But you just want to connect that directly to the speaker. Now, what you want to do is you want to get some U-clips. These are fairly cheap off of Amazon, and that just slides onto the metal, and then you can install your bracket. I just use some tiny little screws, as long as it holds, but it shouldn't come off anyway because obviously it's behind the trim. Now you can go and grab your speaker, and you can connect your wires that you've just ran into the speaker like so, and then you can just screw the speaker in. I recommend using like a corner ratchet because you won't be able to get a screwdriver in there. But this is how it should look, and I put some sound deadening around it just to stop any air leaks or vibrations. This is a wire for the line output converter which I've just ran down the side. Now to do the exact same thing for the second speaker, basically the same thing, just follow the same steps, but it's going to be inverted. Just make sure you keep the screws, and everything goes back pretty much the same way you took it out. Here's the other speaker ready to go in, and these panels easily just clip back in. Now this is a hard part. I haven't seen anyone else mention this on YouTube when adding rear speakers, but you want to get yourself an ELM327 OBD adapter. That plugs into your OBD port, and then you can plug that into your computer. Then you want to click the connect button, select your vehicle, and it will find all of these modules. Just click yes if it has the MS cans. This is a switch. You may have to switch this, but the computer will tell you what to do. Now you want to go to the programming section, the central configuration main, so IPC. You then want to select that, and you want to click the little play button. Just follow what the computer says. So you will switch for switch now when it comes up with this. Please turn the ignition off on the car, and then you can enter the module. Now, do not change anything except from the speaker type, because otherwise you can damage your car. You don't want to do anything like that. You want to find loudspeaker quantities. Now, I've already set mine to 6, but originally mine was set to 4. So you want to set it to 6, so then it knows that there's 2 rear speakers. And after that, you can just click right, and then you can just disconnect. And that's pretty much it. You can unplug it, don't have to follow anything else, and that is it, complete. Obviously for copyright I can't show you the music, but yeah, this video is just basically proving that the rear speakers do work. If you have any problems, just put it into the comments and I'll try and help, but this is the first time I've ever done this, so I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.